everyone, and welcome back to another NASCAR Racing 2003 live stream. How is everyone doing today? Thank you very much for joining in. Right off the bat, if you guys could please hit the like button and subscribe, I would really appreciate it. And while you guys are doing that, if you also want to go follow me on Twitter, if it's more convenient for you to watch these live streams on there, you can go do that as well. So you can see I'm streaming on there as we speak. If you guys want to be super awesome and help support this channel and get some really cool rewards in return, go check out my Patreon page. Go check out what kind of rewards you can get, a little bit of background to my channel. I'd really appreciate it. And also you can follow Cody H Gaming on Facebook and Twitter as well if you're interested in following me on social media. All that being said, as you can tell by the title of today's video, I'm going to be attempting to recreate Phil Parsons' 1983 Talladega flip. He got into the wall in turn one, started tumbling down the down the banking, I should say, not the backstretch. That little clip you saw on the weight screen is basically the only really replay there is, so we don't really need to watch much else other than that. Here we have Phil Parsons' 1983 number 66 car, the closest one I can find to the one that was involved in the wreck. I don't know if it's for sure accurate. And there wasn't too many cars in that pack. It looked like there was maybe 18 or 20 cars in that line, so that's why I'm going to be using this many cars. Tally 1990 is one of the closer ones I could find with a similar looking layout. So I'm going to be using Tally 1999. So you can tell I have the settings adjusted a little bit. I want the cars to be going a little bit faster than they usually do. Because with this, I'm using the Aero 88 mod instead of the Cup 88, which has the Cup physics, so there's just going to be a... Shoot. It would otherwise be a little bit slower than it should be, so that's why I have the temperature turned down. So I don't want to turn the restrictor. I want to mess with the restrictor plates. I think I have tweaked with this track a little bit in the past. I don't know for sure what I've all done to it, but we'll find out shortly. NASCAR Nation, Kozlowski 12, Ryan Fitzy, Gino, NASCAR Racing 51, Traveling Toy Freedom. Thanks for joining in, guys. No, this one isn't really that heard of a wreck. Want to try to recreate every single rollover in NASCAR's history. Eventually, I know it's going to be hard to do, but I'm slowly making my way there. Alright, so starting to do this. I'm adding the GIF to this page so I can just do this. So you can see going into turn one, him and another car get into the wall. He basically hits it head on and starts barrel rolling down the banking. And he's about a third of the way up in that pack, so that's what I'm going to be going for. I'll be like right here in the pack. We'll get up to speed one lap, and I'll try hitting the wall going into turn one on the second lap. I have no idea what the AI cars are going to do. We need them to basically be single file. So if they're too bunched up and in too big of a pack right now, we might have to exit out of the game briefly and edit the pacing and bunching distance and drafting distance. They're not in a huge pack, but they're like 2x2 right now, which isn't unheard of for back then, so I think this is good for now. I mean, yeah, we're 2x2, but there's nothing really too congested. So just completely forget the other car involved in this wreck for a second. I'm just gonna... Oh, well, never mind. That was an interesting one. That almost turned into... like a... Jimmy Horton, yeah, I couldn't think of his name at first. I didn't mean to get spun by that dude like that way. I tried to go down and clip him and turn back up head on, but instead he spun me all the way around. was kind of a cool attempt. I mean, it's obviously not what I needed, but just pretty spectacular crash for the first attempt.
Drivers, start your engines!
Is Phil Parsons? Did he pass away? I couldn't remember if he was still alive or not. Him and Benny. Stinks. Two racing legends gone. That's a sad... One of the sad parts about me doing these videos at a really early era of NASCAR is some of the names you see aren't going to be around anymore. Getting ready for attempt numero dos. Oops. Didn't mean to do that. Phil is alive? That's what I thought. I was kind of confused when I saw everyone saying that. I knew Benny was. I knew Benny passed away a few years ago. A little bit more than a few years ago. It was probably closer to 10 years ago now. Giving me false information. How dare you guys? I'm just gonna try. Come on, flip, flip. God damn it. I have no idea how I'm gonna hit that wall and start flipping on command every time. And start barrel rolling each time. But all I know is that that was no good, so we gotta try again. Next. Need some Gatorade. Corvette Racing 48, Tropical Cyclone, Dynaco's All Mine. Thanks for joining in, everyone. Appreciate you guys watching this. And yes, Ryan, I did see that thing you sent me on Facebook. I liked your comment, and I liked the post. I'm assuming that's a teaser suggesting someone's working on a specific 1980s version of the Talladega. In which case, that would be awesome. Someone said try turning up the grip. I believe the grip is already up a little bit. I'm not quite sure, but if we have to mess around in the track I will find out once I see the file. My stupid accelerator pedal is basically broken almost. It's not broken, the sensor's just all messed up. They're mostly single file, a little bit double file, but that's perfectly normal for this era. Alright, I'm just gonna forget about the other car for a second. I'm just gonna go head on into the wall and see if I can flip over. Nope. I got one more trick up my sleeve. I was, during the testing / trying to get a thumbnail for this wreck, able to kind of get a similar looking flip. I didn't save it, though. I should have saved it. But I basically downshift and turn right and go head on into the wall, and I was just able to hit it at a right angle enough to start tip over and start barrel rolling, but the flips weren't quite right, so that's why I don't think I saved it. It's subliminal messaging. It was Jeff Bodine's car. Me glancing at that is what made me want to take a sip of my Gatorade a couple minutes ago. It's all a conspiracy. Was Skoll sponsoring like every single car in this era? Jeez. The Skoll Bandit, Winston 500, the Winston Cup Series, man, everything was about tobacco in NASCAR back in the day, wasn't it? Tobacco and alcohol. And fast food. I know this is kind of off subject for everyone, but I think I kind of have a little bit of bad news for this upcoming weekend in regards to me streaming and the races going on. I got invited, and I've been back and forth with a really good old friend of mine that I haven't seen in probably 5 or 6 years at least. Got invited to watch the Packer game with him. So I said yes to that, which means I probably won't be able to watch the Talladega race live, let alone be able to stream my reaction to it like I've done the last couple races. So unfortunately, there's probably going to be no Packer live stream or race live stream this week, because I'm going to be catching up with a buddy I haven't seen in probably the better part of a decade. Oh, darn it. That was kind of similar to what I was going for. I got up on 2 wheels and had a chance of going on my side right there. Darn it. I just needed to dig in and start barrel rolling.
Drivers, start your engines.
Maybe we need to try a cockpit view attempt. This is how I figure out if I actually am smart enough to figure out how to calibrate my wheel properly. I go into cockpit view and I look to see if it's rotating like at the exact same speed as the wheel in the game is, or my wheel is. And if it looks like it's rotating at the exact same rotation, then I think it's calibrated properly. That's how I'm guessing that works. Turn the wall grip down? Wouldn't I want to turn the wall grip up if I kind of want to get launched up in the air from hitting the wall? Wouldn't I want to turn the grip up then? Texas jeans. Ready, green flag. in Richmond. Driving the old Milwaukee car. Old Milwaukee, one of the worst beers I've ever drank. I'm gonna try doing what I did last time. I kind of just downshift and turn right into the outside wall and see if I can get lucky enough to dig in and start rolling. Nope, I didn't hit it at a good angle that time. Alright. Gonna try one more attempt and then I'll change some settings around. I might turn the wall grip up a little bit, the track grip up a little bit. Can't think of what else I could do off the top of my head. Speaking of beer, let's talk about a good Wisconsin brewed beer. Or, well, used to be brewed in Wisconsin beer. Good old Pabst Blue Ribbon. As I drive off the road and crash the second I open a beer. How ironic. Don't drink and drive, people. This is just a simulator. This is not... Contrary to the amazing state-of-the-art graphics, I am not actually driving a real car. Believe it or not. Who haven't I said hi to yet? Colby Treat. Can't see anyone else in the chat right now I haven't otherwise said hi to already. Of course, I cracked the beer and I don't even take a sip. Harry Gant, the Skull Bandit. The two skull cars side by side. I am from Wisconsin. Does the 20,000 Packers knickknacks in the background not give it away enough? Or my cross between a Southern and a Canadian accent. Thus the Wisconsin accent, which I've just started recently to understand and realize what it even is. The Wisconsin accent. I still don't quite get it. Apparently only outsiders can hear it. Alright, get them all basically in single file. Couple cars driving too wide, which is perfectly fine. Because that was not unheard of at all. The cars would be driving too wide. At Talladega back in the days, now 3 wide in this era, to be driving 3 wide for an extended period of time was kind of before this era. Oh, darn it. I think I just need to try once more. Ouch. I think I spun a little too much. If I hit the wall at just the right angle, I think I have the grip and the track settings right, to where it looks like it's sending me up on 2 wheels. I just need to hit it at the right angle. Smokey Bear, Nexus Combat, 8-bit. Today is Throwback Tuesday day with all the skull cars. Something you'll never see again in NASCAR, probably. Chewing tobacco as sponsors on the cars. Have I even tried a onboard attempt yet, or did I start rambling about something and lose focus halfway through that attempt and switch back to third person? This was before the restrictor plates, that's right. The restrictor plates happened in '87. Thanks to Bobby Allison. Well, mainly his engine or tire or car. Not necessarily his fault. Alright, so I'm gonna simulate spinning. Oh, I did the exact same thing as last time. I just hit the wall. I was able to get up on 2 wheels, but I hit it at an angle to where I just spun around instead of staying on 2 wheels and being able to start barrel rolling. Let's try once more. I know I said that last time, but we'll try once more.
Start your engines.
I know most of these names. There was like 2 I didn't know the first name for. Now let's test myself. Bobby Ellison, Terry Labonte, Darrell Waltrip, Bill Elliott, Richard Petty, Tim Richmond, Ricky Rudd, Joe Ruttman, Harry Gant. I want to say Richard Bochard. I might be wrong on that. Dale Earnhardt, Jimmy Means, Kyle Petty. I want to say Bud Arrington. I might be wrong on that one too. Dick Brooks, Buddy Baker, Dave Marcus, Jeff Bodine. Alright, so I know basically all but like 2 that I wasn't completely sure on. Shoot, why did I start in the back? That was stupid. So I was trying to quiz myself on all the old drivers. Good thing I have the difficulty turned way down. I could probably just catch back up to the front on the back stretch. Excuse me. That was unladylike. No! I hit the apron. Jesus. Well, I flipped, but not the way I was supposed to. Trying to think of whose flip that looked like in real life, but that was kind of a weird one. It was like a weight shift. It was a mixture between a weight shift and hitting the apron. It was almost like a Scott Wimmer or Bobby Hill at Daytona, except I got hit by another car immediately afterwards. Alright, we're just gonna exit out right away and just do those settings adjustments right now. Alright, we are in the Tally 1990 version 2 folder, as you can tell up there. It's full screen that, the INI file. So the the grip is up a little bit. It's already at 1.65. Huh. Try turning 1.85. Track, wall, grip. Let's try 5. Why not? Track. I know there's no safer barrier or Armco in this track, I just do all these settings when I'm trying to adjust this just to be safe. I enter in all of these no matter what the track is. Arcmo. Let's try turning this up just a tad bit more. Otherwise, I think we're looking good so far. Save 3 times. Alright, loading the game back up. Not wasting too much time. Let's go right back into everything as we had it. And I want a cloudy race session. Alright, good. Let's see if that makes any difference.
Start your engine.
Get back up to the front. So I turn the grip up by 1/5 of a point. I turn the wall grip up, or hopefully the wall grip is adjusted. And I turn the bunching and drafting distance up a little bit, so hopefully the cars are just a little bit more strung out. Sorry, the chat, yes. I always forget to click back on it. There we go. Sorry. My bad. Stupid gas pedal. Good feeling about this one. Got the cars really strung out in this one. Why won't you flip over? Oh yeah, sure, now you do. I see how it is. Of course, I flipped over going on the banking, but not when I initially needed to. I think I needed to hit the wall a little bit more head-on than I did that last time. So once again, for anyone joining in, this is what I am going for. Need to hit the wall, going into turn 1, basically head-on, and just turn over and start barrel rolling down the banking and down turn 1. That is what I am going for. I just need to hit the wall at a proper angle that kind of launches my car up into the air and on 2 wheels from the impact, and turns me over and sends me tumbling. It has to be just the exact perfect angle. I did it once practicing. Excuse me. But the barrel rolls weren't good enough, so I didn't save it. Oh, why is everyone checking up? Man, no catch fences in the turns. That's scary. Nothing. Nothing yet. That one's not even worth a replay.
Drivers, start your engine.
Gonna plug in my phone real quick. Sorry. I know that sound was annoying. But even though I won't be able to watch the race live on Sunday, I will still be checking updates. Why is my nose so itchy? Hope I'm not getting sick. The radioactive from Charlotte is out. Nice. I'll have to check that out once I'm done with the stream. So I'm just figuring out how I can flip on my own hitting this outside wall before I even worry about getting another another car involved. Dale Earnhardt back when he was in the number 15 Wrangler. Alright, something kind of like that is what I was going for that first time I hit the wall, except if I would have been going faster, I might have started tumbling instead of just spinning around like that. Still nothing.
Drivers, start your engines.
What can I do to start flipping the second I... hit the wall? I don't know what to do differently. Aside from turn the grip up more, but that's just gonna slow me down way too prematurely. I'm gonna be like at a complete stop within 50 feet of hitting the wall. Oh yeah, what time is they? Are they having a truck race at Talladega? Awesome. What time is it? What day is it? I really need to follow the schedule more closely. Professor NASCAR and Fireball 398, thanks for joining in. Trying to give a shout out to anyone I haven't already said hi to yet. Oh, it's on Saturday. I'm gonna be busy Saturday. God damn it. I will be working Saturday. My car still barely works. Works just enough to cause a big one. See if I can beat them to the start-finish line. Who's gonna cross the start-finish line first, me or the other cars? It's gonna be close. Oh, I just barely got there.
You're smoking out there. You blew the engine. Got one stopped on the right.
Alright, let's try that again.
Drivers, start your engines.
What can I do to easily start barrel rolling when I hit that outside wall? That doesn't involve just turning the grip way up. Ow. Alrighty. Pepsi, Miller, and Skol. In that order. I think it's all just a matter right now of hitting the wall at just the right enough angle to basically send me up on my side and start tumbling. Through the trial will we go. Messed that one up again. Ow. That one's not even worth a replay. Nothing happened.
Drivers, start your engines.
I don't know what to do with this one other than just keep trying. Oh, I have no idea who's going to win Talladega. I just know it's going to be intense. It's going to be a crapshoot. Stupid long pace laps. Whoa. Alright, how am I gonna flip over? Oh, that was close. I'm just worried about getting myself to flip before I start worrying about getting the other car involved. Whoops. That was a little worse than what actually happened to him. I just pierced the wall. Right up to the firewall. Jeez. Stop just short of this camera. Whoops. And that's what happens when you hit the wall head on too hard.
Start your engines.
That happens every now and then.
Slow down.
Get someone on your outside, then wreck both of you so that you flip. I see what you're saying. I'll try that. Kind of wedge who's ever on the outside of me up into the wall and see if I can flip over that way. I know exactly what you're talking about. I will try that. I did think of that earlier. The only reason I didn't want to do that method is because I believe Parsons was on the outside if whoever else was wrecked. So if I tried that, they would have kind of been backwards from how they were in real life. But I will try that, because that's better than a flip where the two cars are backwards is better than no flip at all. was a ballsy block on bonnet there. Alright, so get a car on the outside of me. I know I was a little bit too far down the turn by the time I tried that time, but I was just seeing if I could flip over the way I was talking about before. Not that way. I'll try again.
Drivers, start your engines.
Alright, I'm done, sorry. Still no luck. Aside from that one where I just did a weight shift and barrel rolled a few times in the grass, I haven't really barrel rolled at all in this entire video. Not good. Not good for a Can I Recreate video. Not too many good attempts. Oops. Sorry, Bobby Allison. I'll try with the number 90 right here again. Well, I flipped just a little too late down the turn, and I didn't barrel roll enough times. There goes my engine.
Looks like you're leaking some fluid.
That's what she said. Alright, try. Gonna try 3 more times. Because I gotta get going at 6. Try 3 more attempts. Mess around. Do a couple crash attempts. Going the wrong way, and then I gotta get going. Excuse me. I don't know why I just got so tired all of a sudden. Soldier Star, Charles, Jake Paul. Thanks for joining in. I haven't given you guys shout outs yet. Piedmont Airlines. Alright, Tim Richmond, it looks like you're going to be my pawn I'm going to use to try to flip off of. Darn it. Come on, come on. Ah. I flipped, but no barrel rolls. Just a little quick spin on my top and then back on my wheels. Damn it. Damn it. Alright, gotta try that twice more.
Drivers, start your engines.
There's been lots of failure in this video, that's for sure. Jay Barker, Dominic, thanks for joining, guys. Here, let's see if I can get it in one of these last two attempts. Whoa. Back before Earnhardt was in the 3 and it was Ricky Rudd. It's funny how they switch numbers for a couple of years. Come on, keep flipping. Oh, damn it. He stopped barrel rolling. A little bit short. I need at least like 6 or 7 barrel rolls for this reenactment to work. And that was only 3, it looked like. Looks like Talladega 90s has an invisible wall on the outside wall. Alright, so a step in the right direction, but not enough barrel rolls. God damn it. You can tell the grip is turned up a little bit when you try to do a burnout and you just instantly gain traction. One last attempt. Couple backwards crashes, and then I gotta get going, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. Really appreciate it. Let me know your suggestions. Videos you'd like to see me do in the future, down in the comments below. For those of you watching this live, just come back an hour later and then post your suggestion in the comments. It's way easier for me to see it that way. Alright, one last effing attempt. Oh, that didn't work. I was trying to slide up in front of Tim Richmond, but there wasn't quite enough room. Now there is. God damn it. Oh, my car's dead. Darn it. Well, it looks like gonna have to do a part 2 for this one, in addition to many other videos I have ongoing that I've yet to get a good reenactment of. 70s, 80s. Because 70s, 80s, that's why.
Drivers, start your engines.
We'll do a couple going forward to see if the AI cause any wrecks. I can practice my wreck avoidance. And then once or twice going the wrong way. This has become tradition, apparently, in my videos, is to go to Talladega 70s, 80s and try to cause the biggest goddamn wrecks possible at the end of my streams. Technically, I could still try to get the flip. I mean, we're still at Talladega, but the AI is going to be a little bit more congested than what the cars were in real life, and they're already wrecking. How sad is it that that right there is basically closer than any attempt I got in this entire video leading up to this point. That's how bad all my other attempts were. That was one of my closest ones right there. So they couldn't even get into turn 1 before they started wrecking. Look at Pearson's car. Chattanooga Chew. One more time going forward. Let's see if we can last an entire lap. Probably not. I'll go backwards once. Well, those cars couldn't make it to turn 1, but the entire rest of the pack could. kind of. They're somehow not wrecking yet. They definitely will in turns 3 and 4. So we have cars driving on the apron right now. How are they not wrecking? There we go. Ouch. Yes, I hit that fence on purpose.
Got one stopped up high.
That wasn't quite as big as I thought it was going to be. Wasn't even a single rollover in that entire accident. Alright, one time going backwards, and then I'm going to get going. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Please hit the like button and subscribe if you haven't yet, if you enjoyed this video. Once again, if you're watching this live, you have suggestions for videos you want to see me do in the future, just wait like half hours or so until the video is done processing. Then you can just post a regular comment down below like you would a normal video. And that way I can see your suggestions you want to see me do way easier than if you post them in the live chat. Hey look, I'm Tomater driving backwards. Oops.
Green flag, green flag. Green, green, green.
Just hope the pack is still in one piece by the time they come out of turn 2. Ouch. Man, Neil Bonnet took a ride up the banking. They were wrecking before I got to them in the backstretch. Yeah, Bonnet in the 75. Me, the number 9 of, I believe, Bill Elliott, and Bonnet looks like took the craziest rides in this one. Let's follow the 75. Wow, one heck of a wreck. Alrighty guys, thanks again so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please hit the like button and subscribe. Let me know your suggestions for future videos in the comments. Check me out on Twitter and Facebook. If you want to follow me on social media, I also am streaming on Twitch as well. You can go follow me on there. If you guys want to be really awesome, you can go over to my Patreon page so you guys can find out how to help support the channel and get some cool rewards in return. Thank you so much to Ryan Fitzy for doing so, for your support on there. I really appreciate it, man. Thanks a bunch. And that is it, guys. Hope to catch you next time. Until then, I hope you all have a good rest of your day. Peace.